that homelessness comes from every corner of Toronto, and every corner of Toronto has a role to play in solving this crisis and doing it in ways that respond to the experiences of people who have lived through the shelter system. It is not an easy task, I know, as a former city councillor, sometimes to cite these projects, but when we work with strong communities and we have strong councillors who are advocates, we make progress at ending chronic homelessness. And there's been no more consistent and no more loud a voice on that file than the councillor who represents part of the city I used to represent, the areas north of my riding, and that, of course, is Mike Layton. Mike Layton has been a champion of providing good quality public services, and in particular, good quality housing, as well as the supports required to help end chronic homelessness. So with that, I'll introduce the councillor whose ward will be housing some of these investments that have just been announced. With that, Councillor Layton.
Well, thank you, Parliamentary Secretary Vaughan. Adequate housing is essential to a person's dignity and is the cornerstone of building sustainable and inclusive communities. Now, I'm thrilled that in response to the urgent need for affordable housing, the City of Toronto has, with the incredible support from the Government of Canada's Rapid Housing Initiative, purchased the building at 877 Yonge Street. Bringing together much needed housing with critical supports on the site will go a long way to improving the quality of life for some of Toronto's most vulnerable people. And I'm delighted that we're able to open these doors to these new homes faster than we would through a traditional building process, and welcome our new neighbours to this community. The purchase of 877 Yonge Street is a crucial step forward to reducing homelessness, because bringing people inside means there are fewer people outside struggling to survive. Now, I've spent the last 24 hours calling residents in the neighbourhoods around 877 Yonge, and the response has been uplifting. Residents of these neighborhoods understand the importance of supportive housing, of providing a caring and safe place for all people to live. They're ready to welcome these new neighbors and work with the city and the operator to make this site a great home for them. Congratulations to our city staff, to the team at CMHC for working through all the very important details, but also thanks to the political support from our Mayor, Mayor Tory, from Deputy Mayor Bailau, from Minister Hussein, and from Parliamentary Secretary Vaughan for your continued work to help end chronic homelessness across the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councillor Layton.